Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or whatever time you're watching this. I much appreciate it. Welcome back to Darktide. There is a fire in California right now, a big one near LA, and every single time there's a big fire in California, people who don't live in California or have no clue about California infrastructure all start talking about it, as well as in this new era of disinformation that we have to live through, of like, to put it correctly, right-wing conspiracy nonsense of, oh, it's fucking Jewish space lasers, I guess, clearing way for a 15-minute city. LA being cleared away for a 15-minute city. Are they listening to themselves? Anyway, it's as someone who lives in California has an idea of California infrastructure. I'm reading it and it fills me with a fiery rage. Anyway, the build we are running today is the Gorga Mach 4 Twin Linked Heavy Stubber, 25 damage to Carapace Armored SV, 10% reload speed. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, that yawn came out of nowhere. Blaze Away and Overwhelming Fire, and then we have Slab Shield with Thunder Strike and Confident Strike with damage to Maniacs and Carapace Armored enemies. Then we have Heavyweight, Smash 'em, Furious, Best Defense, Big Friendly Rock, Slam, Loyal Protector, Valuable Distraction, Big Lungs, Batter, Crunch, Bonebreaker's Aura, Get Stuck In, Unstoppable Momentum, Too Stubborn to Die, Delight in Destruction, Dominate, Implacable, Heavy Hitter, Just Getting Started, and Unstoppable. That's the build. Let's get into a game, shall we? Alrighty. Yeah, and to reiterate what I said in the intro, like it was one thing when it was just like Fox News and then Alex Jones talking like nonsense. But now that Elon Musk owns Twitter, it's like literally it goes to the top of the bar, this nonsense. Just lies, just deliberate lies trying to sow chaos and fear. Like back in the day, before Elon Musk bought Twitter, if there was some crazy shit going on, Twitter literally was on. That's where people went to see what was happening live. Before even like the news networks got a hold of it, like that's where you'd see the stuff. And now I go on the LA Fires tab on Twitter, and it's all like, Gavin Newsom is actually planning to sell out all this land to BlackRock, and it's like, what are you going on about? It's gotten to the point where Gavin Newsom has been like literally talked to the presidents like, we need to handle this disinformation campaign. It's absolutely insane to watch it unfold. Alrighty. Like another like example of like just pure disinformation to like sow chaos and profit off of it is the Joe Rogan show. Joe Rogan Experience used to be like fun conspiracy theories like fucking Bigfoot and aliens and stuff, but now it's like just full on just wrongness that's being promoted there. And obviously Joe Rogan doesn't have the wherewithal or the spine to push anything back. He had Mel Gibson on there today, and Mel Gibson, I think that's probably one of the most cocaine-driven men I've ever seen in my life. I can tell by the way he acts. He's on some sort of drug, and he's talking about he had 3 friends who had stage 4 cancer, and then like he does like some cocaine twitches, like, you know what they were out, Joe. They don't have cancer anymore. And Joe's like, oh, ivermectin, and they're talking about, yeah, it's ivermectin and fluorescent blue or whatever, and it's fluorescent blue is a clothing color. It's a textile dye, and they're telling people to drink it to cure cancer. Society is done. We're done for. Like, we had a good run, I guess. I kind of wish I didn't live in this society where misinformation is the law, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. Also, like, it's so weird how like Alex Jones won ivermectin. Because I remember when COVID was happening, right? Alex Jones, as far as I can recall, was the one pushing ivermectin, since he like took 6 ivermectin pills. Like, ivermectin, ivermectin's a horse medicine, by the way. And it's just crazy how now like all these weirdos are like, these weirdos anti-science dudes think ivermectin is like some drug sent by God to cure all diseases. Like, I've seen more about ivermectin in the past, like, 3 years than I have in my entire life, and it's like, they're pretending it can cure everything. It's absolutely insane. Like, I guarantee you, if the FDC, or the CDC or whatever, if some big, like, health company came out with a vaccine that literally said this cures cancer, they'd still reject it and take ivermectin. It's insane. I mean, Joe Rogan has been turned from, like, as I said, fun, stupid conspiracy theories and, like, martial arts to this is where, like, billionaires go to spew their lies uncontested and, like, change their, like, pretend that they're, like... It's like, you know how, like, when YouTubers get canceled and they go on a right-wing grift? Joe Rogan's kind of like that, but for mainstream celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mark Zuckerberg was on there after literally making a video that said, oh, we're getting rid of fact-checkers on Meta and Instagram and whatnot because the facts were too politically biased. Insane thing to say, and now he's, like, this guy that these people are always like, oh my god, we hate Mark Zuckerberg, we're anti-Mark Zuckerberg, are now going to start, like, worshipping him because he went on the Joe Rogan show and appealed to their feeble thoughts. Now, I'm sorry I'm getting a little political about it, but I'm losing my damn mind, and quite frankly, I need to lose my damn mind on somewhere where I can speak about it. It's just like, it's like, I mean, like, once again, everyone needs to stop using Twitter, or something, like, wonderful needs to happen to the world, and something horrible needs to happen to Elon Musk. It's like, I genuinely think, like, not to, like, nihilism post, but we are in, like, the end times when it comes to this shit, because, like, people, like, aren't believing in climate change in, like, mass droves. Before, it was, like, not everyone believed in climate change, but, like, it wasn't as vehemently unbelieved in. Ow. Just, anyway. I don't know how that didn't get me, but you know what? Don't count your chickens before their eggs. Anyways, to retouch on the California fire, I've seen some of these. I've seen, like, a lot of cool airdrops in my life for like dropping water on fire and stuff. I'm pretty sure everyone has. But there are some I'm seeing from this LA one that are, like, ESPN sports highlights worthy. They're insane. Also, apparently, in global news, I think it was someone in the Lebanese government voted for Bernie Sanders as president, and I think that's really funny. He can't be the president of Lebanon. He's not even from Lebanon, I presume. Not that I'm not presuming he might be from Lebanon. I'm presuming the fact that he can't be the Lebanon president. I would presume you have to be a citizen of Lebanon to be the president of that country. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Bernie Sanders could be the president of Lebanon. Maybe there's no rules really saying that he needs to be a citizen. Huh. There's a whole lot of snipers. It's almost like it's a sniper purge or something. Anyway, Ubisoft has delayed Assassin's Creed Shadows again. And gamers once again confuse me to the point of no end. They want a good Assassin's Creed game, but they're mad that Ubisoft is delaying the Assassin's Creed game again, and it's like, I swear to God, it's a never-ending loop. A game comes out too early, the game's like they should have delayed it. Then a game comes out and says, hey, we're delaying this so that we can make it better. They get mad that it's being delayed. It truly is a never-ending cycle, I think. Also, apparently I learned today that Gaben is in, like, a lawsuit for, like, a Steam monopoly. Steam's not a monopoly because anything well, I guess, technically yes by Gabe Newell's doing, but it's not because he intentionally became a monopoly. Tell other game websites to not suck and people won't use Steam. Look, all the benefits of Steam is, one, Steam is really easy to use. It can have all the funny games. It's like, it has a lot of good faith built into it. It's not Epic Games. Well, I tried. And then, like, it has sales all the damn time. Now, Epic Games does do a lot of free games. But, like, but the winter sale, like, the 1 or 2 free games every month by Epic Games is not compared to the seasonal sales from Steam, like, at all, in terms of, like, quality. Anyway, and it's just like, I didn't know that Gabe Newell was in this lawsuit, but apparently he's pretty pissed about it, which is reasonable, because it's like, he's done nothing wrong but made a good product in a, what's the term, a market that has not made a good competitor. I do worry about Steam whenever Gabe Newell retires or passes away. Because, like, will Steam remain good? I don't know. You would hope that it would, because it's clearly got a successful business model, but we've seen companies, like, ruin their business model to try to make more money and end up losing a bunch. And never learning their lesson from it. It is very strange. Oh, I took the ammo. And that's honestly my bad, but the Zealot will be alright. I saw a very funny interaction on Twitter today. So I read a manga called Kagurabachi. And it's very good, and I highly recommend everyone should read it. But apparently, there was like some drama in the community, because it's a community online, of course there is. And there was an artist that had drawn, like, essentially the artist had drawn, like, to put it bluntly, child porn. And there were some artists that were following the artist, and I don't I don't know the details of the drama. I don't really care. But one of the people that was getting like kind of called out on Twitter for like supporting this artist that did the child porn, the incestual child porn, my bad. Decided to bring in like a completely unrelated artist who like had drawn NSFW of a character before their age was revealed, and then said, "Oops, my bad," when the age was revealed to be less than 18, and then they deleted all the NSFW artworks of the character, and it's like the only thing they are is just a fat fetish artist, pretty much, like beyond just drawing like the characters normally. Decided like try to drink them into the drama, be like, "Oh well, you guys all supported this person." It's like, yeah, they apologized, but what really I was talking about was the artist's reaction to that. The fat fetish artist's reaction to that was like, "Okay, I'm gonna block you now, goodbye," which was a shame because these two artists had like worked on community projects for the manga together. It was a shame, but it was literally like just trying to like crabs in a bucket. It was literally trying to force a crabs in a bucket scenario. It's like, oh yeah, well I'll take this person down if I'm going down too. It's like, you are creating a boiling pot of your own creation. All you had to do was like not support the artist who did that nasty shit. And yet you decided to. And need I say, the character that the fat fetish artist drew and then deleted the artwork was, the character's like 17 and like 3. It's basically just like almost 18, but it's just 17. And I think it was reasonable to assume that character was 18, considering they were with characters that were 18 or older. Yeah, internet drama's dumb as hell. I used to, like, it's one of those things where I don't follow internet drama. I'm not going to get involved. I will sit and judge, though. Because it's like, if you're going to put it out there for me to judge, I'm going to judge it. And I have judged the cringe. Well, that is... Oh, can we... Hold on. I was really hoping someone else would kill the dang trapper. I can reach them, I just need to be released. I just need to be released. I just need to be released. Alright, I think I can get it here. I'm dropping this so I can... Surely there's... I think maybe I just let that zombie down that guy. That dog really got me. If there's only like something I could stand on here, you know? Maybe when they go down, I'll be able to... They died to corruption, unlucky. You know, with the new, not to league post for a moment, but with the new season start cinematic trailer, which had Noxus and had Mel from Arcane, because she's the new League of Legends character. There were Arcane fans that just, like, who had no clue about, like, any of the characters' lore and don't care about League, all of a sudden getting involved and trying to, like, throw their hats in the ring. Like, especially with the Katarina, who, if you know League of Legends lore, is attracted to maybe the I don't mean this as an insult, but, like, most generic fantasy white guy ever. He's white guy with big sword. And that's not an insult to Garen's character. I love Garen, but that's like a pretty apt description of the character, is a big white guy with big sword. And Arcane fans were upset that Katarina wasn't a lesbian, which is like, that's fine. I'm not here to be mad about that. Like, you ship who you want to ship. I don't give a shit, but, like, don't get mad that Katarina's not a lesbian. Just be like, yeah, I know, but I'm headcanon bisexuality, or I'm making her kiss girls because I want to see her kiss girls. Like, that's fine. Like, once you can start mad at, like, canon stuff like that, it's a little weird. Like, there are canon straight characters I ship with same-sex stuff, right? Or I've shipped them with. It's like, I don't really give a shit, man. As long as you're not being weird about it. And being weird is like getting mad about it. It's like, representation matters, but, like, don't be mad if it's confirmed. Like, Katarina, confirmed, straight. At least I think. She might be bisexual. I know she had a comic where she had, like, a lady friend. I don't know if it was a lady friend or, like, a lady friend, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Like, I'm sort of at a crossroads, because some of the arcade fans were really annoying. Then also there was, like, those alpha bro, anti-woke bros who were, like, celebrating Arcane fans being mad about it. And it's like, yeah, I agree with you that, like, Katarina and Garen are a thing. It's literally canon, but, like, you're doing it in such a way I find really cringe and annoying, so I'm ready to convert my beliefs. Now, you may be saying, wow, you're really willing to switch up your thoughts based off how annoying people are? I mean, for petty internet shit, yeah. There's far too many snipers for my beans. Ow, ow, ow. Like, the people, like, not celebrating with the term, but, like, I mean, the best way I could point it, it's like, it's almost homophobic in the way they were doing it. It's like, because these are also, like, the anti-woke alpha bro people. And it's like, wow, you guys really are the worst. Shit. I did see some fun. This is only going to make sense if you follow League lore. I saw a very funny tweet of, like, Arcane Twitter's not ready for the type of women Demacian men can pull. And, like, showing a picture of Jarvan, who, if you don't know, in League of Legends lore, kind of just another, like, fantasy badass guy. Like, he's a fairly generic cookie cutter design. I don't mean that as an insult. He excels in the cool, like, badass prince king warrior guy way of, like, the super elite Demacian society. And he's dating, like, a hot dragon lady. Oh my god, I didn't dodge. I mean, if I die, I die. It's fine. I don't think I have to die. I think they can get over to me quick enough, depending. No. I mean, as long as they live, it's fine. I just found that tweet very funny. This is only stuff that really matters if you're on. Like, this is terminally online stuff I'm talking about with, like, the Kagurabachi artist drama and the fucking arcane drama, but I saw it on Twitter and I just found it amusing. It's just something to talk about while I'm very tired right now, I will say. So it's just something to yap about to keep my eyes focused. And I've gone from like, I talked a little politically, I talked a little bit, I made fun of Joe Rogan. We hit some random Twitter bullshit, some more random Twitter bullshit. And really, it's probably going to be more Twitter bullshit. Oh, not Twitter bullshit. Absolute Batman, once again, continues to be an amazing comic. Stealth a little too close to the sun there, but... Oh, don't get smacked by a bulwark. Absolute Batman still continues to fuck. Absolute Batman is quite an interesting concept because it does the what if Bruce Wayne was poor thing way better than like pretty much any other time it's been done. Like in Batman 2016, after Joker War, when Joker essentially like vaporized all of Bruce Wayne's assets. There was supposed to be, this is Batman, but he's poor now. He's working with just Bruce Wayne's good name and a whole lot of Batman determination. And then almost immediately, they introduce a character who's literally just Batman again, who funds all of Bruce Wayne's activities as Batman. It was like absolutely horrible. Batman 2016 run is probably like 2/3 the most horrendous dog shit you've ever read, and then the third is like so peak it's unbelievable. Like Joker War's really good, City of Bane starts off good. What are other arcs in Batman 2016? The Catwoman stuff's pretty solid. I don't remember much from Batman 2016. That's how bad it was. This sort of ties into the City of Bane a bit, but the Gotham guy or Gotham Man and Gotham Girl story was pretty solid. It was just like essentially Gotham Superman, but it was just a piece of platinum kryptonite, which gives people Superman powers essentially, mixed with some like Bane venom, and it was like slowly killing them, and it was like an interesting thing that led up to City of Bane. Like, let me tell you how City of Bane starts. So City of Bane, let me give you the 5-0. City of Bane starts off with like Bruce Wayne or Batman being like, I can't remember how he finds out Bane is in town, but I think it's like literally a note or something. And this is like supposed to be this iterations of Robin's and stuff, first interaction with Bane. And all these Robins, which is Tim Drake, Damian Wayne, I don't think Dick Grayson. And then, what is his name? I want to say Yellow Jacket, but that sounds wrong in my head. And they're eating at this, which is kind of funny, a Batman-themed restaurant, like fast food joint, where you can like Jokerize your fries. And Bruce Wayne, Batman, found that very not funny. Anyway, they're eating there, and they're talking, and Bruce Wayne's essentially like, hey, you guys are gonna leave. You guys are officially on vacation as of right now. You guys are gonna leave the city. Bane's in town, and I don't want Bane doing anything to you guys. I'll handle it. This is sort of something I have to do on my own. I don't think Dick Grayson was there. I think Dick Grayson at this point is in Bloodhaven as Nightwing. And he essentially like, I'll be fine. If anything, I'll call in Dick, and we'll be all good. And then the Robins are like, yeah, sure. And then as soon as he leaves, they're like, hey, so we're gonna go fight Bane, right? And they're like, oh yeah, we can handle Bane. He's just some big meathead. And then it sort of like does a little skip where Bruce Wayne and Selina Kyle, who are like hitched in this universe, are going to the Batcave, and Alfred's in there, and then he screams for Bruce. And Bruce runs down, and he sees hanging from the ceiling from nooses is these robins, and on their chest, written in blood, is "I am Bane." And it was so sick, so cool. Bane, he breaks Batman. And the storyline goes, Bruce Wayne and Batman go to fight, and Selina Kyle's like, you can't go, he'll kill you, and he's like, I know. And like, he gets broken, and he has to leave Gotham to like go heal. Like kind of similar to how like Nightfall happened. This is sort of like a retelling of Nightfall a little bit, but not in the way that it's Batman's first meeting with Bane. If you don't know what Nightfall is, it's when the first time Bruce Wayne met Bane, and Bane broke his back. And like Bane takes over Gotham. He's got like all the villain. Oh no, hold on. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Bane hasn't taken over Gotham yet. Bane and Bruce are. I'm trying to remember the order of operation because it gets a little crazy. Because it like gets really convoluted and bad. Okay, I remember. And then like on this point, he returns, and like oh no, the order of operations is so bad. It's so hard to mitigate. Yes, before he fights him and like on like this, and gets like has to leave Gotham. Batman is like, Bane and him are like fighting through the streets, and Batman is like running, not running away in fear, but like running to position, and he runs through this prison, and he unlocks all the doors, and he says, anyone who can stop Bane can leave. And it's all these villains. It's Riddler, King Shark, Killer Crocodile, all these like power villains, and he stops him, and the Riddler has some like really cool dialogue about like how the Grim Reaper is coming, and then in reference of death, he's referring to Bane. As like Bane is just beats his way through all these villains, just like no problem, and him and Batman have this really cool fight where Bane is beating the shit out of Batman. He's like, you always misunderstand me, Batman. I am not the joke. I am not the riddle. I am not the penguin who's had his feathers plucked. I am not the cat. I am not I am not all these things. Like, I am essentially like, I am not your other rogues galleries. And he finally ends up with I am Bane as he like smashes Batman into the ground, and it was so cool. It's like, I am not a cat, I am not a riddle or a joke, I am not some mindless fool here to play games with you and keep you busy. Like, I'm here to fucking get you, brother. Like, Bane is my favorite DC character, like, by a long shot. Like, it is like, he's one of my favorite villains in all of, like, media, but, like, when it comes to DC characters, it's Bane, and then it's, like, it's a pretty far gap between him and everyone else. I really wonder... Anyway, back to Absolute Batman. I really want to see Bane's rendition in this. Because, like, his Rogues Gallery and Absolute Batman are kind of, like, not villains yet. In fact, even the Riddler seems to be, like, a friend. And Harvey Dent always has been a friend, but like he hasn't been like two-faced. So, because they're all kind of like orphan kids alongside him, although he's not an orphan in this technically because his mom's alive. But these are like orphans that Bruce Wayne is like friends with because he was like from the low income. You know, he was sent. These were his classmates, and they have to be orphans because Thomas Wayne's a teacher, not a heart surgeon in this universe. Or well, was a teacher, or was a heart? Yeah, was a teacher. Yeah, he's a bit dead because he got shot in a zoo shooting by Joe Chill. And Alfred's like some CIA super agent. I mean, there's a few editions where Alfred is like a secret agent. But in this one, it's like he's still doing the secret agent stuff. He hasn't like chosen to be he hasn't like retired to be a butler. And it's the Alfred storyline is so funny. I'd read Absolute Batman. I don't want to spoil anything. It's so funny when Alfred literally flip flops between man I fucking hate Batman and man I love Batman, and it's just so funny. But I really want to see how they do Absolute Batman is also built like a brick shithouse. I don't know if you've probably seen it. He's huge, man. Like, Batman's always like a bigger guy, but he's like typically like, you know, normal Superman guy size, where he's a bigger guy, yeah, but he's like, feasibly this is, you know, not anything out of the ordinary, like, for comic books. But like, Absolute Batman is kind of like, what's the best description? He's kind of built like, not like Hulk, but like, he's almost kind of built like Bane when Bane's not on Venom. He's that fucking just big. Because obviously he wasn't trained by the League of Assassins. This is all like stuff he's had to learn himself. So he's like pure just street fighter. And it's so good. Like, he does know some martial arts, but he doesn't know like League of Assassins martial arts. He knows like Muay Thai, mixed martial arts, WWE, boxing, all that stuff. And first I wasn't fucking with the Absolute Batman cape because it wasn't like a typical Batman cape where it's this big long sheet. It's like tatters almost. But the way he uses it, since inside there are like metal, like flexible, like pole claws kind of that he can use as like extendo arms, it's so sick. And like his bat ears have knives in them. His chest is like can like pop off to make an axe. Oh my god, it's so sick. He still doesn't kill anyone. He still has the no-kill rule, which is good.
Not dead yet?
But yeah, if you haven't read Absolute Batman yet, read it. I need to read Absolute Superman and Wonder Woman, but I'm just kind of like waiting. Alrighty. If you made this far in the video, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, or don't. I am not your mother. But you better brush your teeth and have a good one. Bye-bye.